Hey, how's it going? Andrew Barr with Producing in the Box, where I teach you how to make incredible sounding music with nothing else but just a laptop. So today I want to jump into Trigger 2. It is a triggering software by Slate Audio that can sample replace your drums or even sample augment them where you're blending the samples in with the original drum tones that you already have. It is a very powerful and robust sampling software, and honestly, I want anybody to pick up some sort of drum sampling software if you do a lot of drum recording. But before we get into the video, if you would like to know how to record incredible sounding vocals at home with the gear you probably already have, click the link in the description. I have a free guide I am giving you called the Ultimate Guide to Recording Vocals at Home. In that guide, I go through everything you need to know to get radio quality vocals on your music. I talk about EQ, compression, different microphone and interface recommendations that I have, and I even have a really cool thing I like to call the pop-up acoustic treatment technique, where you can get really nice, clean sounding vocals even in your bathroom. So if that's something that you would like, click the link in the description and download it for free. It is my gift to you for being here and watching this video. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. So this is what the drum set sounds like by itself. So I'm starting with some really good sounds, but for the sake of the video, I want to completely replace the kick and the snare. So we're going to open up Trigger 2, and we're going to open up the browser here, and let's go open up the classic kit presets, and I really like the Angry Rock kick, or Angry Rock kit kick. And we'll go back to triggering, and now we have 3 different samples here loaded up on this. It's a preset that's right in with the full version of Trigger 2. And this is what this sounds like. Yeah, that sounds really good. I am completely replacing the kick drum in this instance. I can blend it in with the mix knob that's over here. So let's turn it all the way off. Yeah, and I like it with it all the way up. And now I have these 3 different sliders to play with. So let's just solo the kick out by itself here. And there's a solo button on every single one of these sliders. So let's listen to each one. So that's like a room mic, and that is another room mic. So it sounds really good, but I think I want to bring the room mics down just a little bit to tighten it up. Yep, I'm adding just a little bit of space, but it's not starting to blend in too much into the mix and starting to get things all wishy and washy. So now let's move on to the snare. We're going to do the exact same thing. Open up Trigger 2. We're going to go to the browser. Trigger 2 core presets. I really like the classic kit. And then the big fatty snare, the 12A. And then once again, it opens up 3 different samples here, and with their own volume sliders. And let's take a listen to that. Let's blend the volume so that way I have the same, I'm volume matching both snares. So the original snare, now I could blend it in once again with the mix knob here. And I'm going to leave it at about 80% because I still like a little bit of that bleed coming through the snare mic. It just kind of like gets the kit to kind of like mesh together a little bit better and doesn't make it sound too robotic. Now we also have the normal snare here. And then a room mic. So I think I want to take the room mics down again, just a little bit. Then blend the original back in. And that is sounding really, really solid. It hasn't taken me very much to get to this point. So let's just take a listen to the before and after right here at this point. Oh yeah, significantly better. Now I want to just process that just a little bit more. So I want to put a compressor on the kick here. Kind of control it just a little bit. Get about -3 dB. And then I'm going to throw an EQ. And I want to kind of push a little bit of that 1K, kind of brings out a little bit of that knockiness. And maybe, all right, so without. Oh yeah, maybe tighten that up just a bit more. Oh yeah. Now let's do the same thing for the snare. I know that I'm going to want, I really like this compressor on drums in general. Oh yeah, now let's add in some more EQ here. Oh yeah, I think we pretty much got our end result. So let's take a listen. And there you have it. That is how you use Trigger 2 by Slate Audio. There are plenty of features inside of this, and I can get into that more in future videos if that's what you guys are looking for, but just an overall basic view of how to use Trigger 2. That right there is how you do it. So thank you for watching, and if you wouldn't mind clicking that little like button down below, it really helps me grow as a channel and to get my message out to more people. So if you wouldn't mind, click that like button. It really helps me out a lot. And now, as always, go create.